Hi everyone, this is Killshot from 99 Gaming, and this is The Walking Dead episode 15, Something They Need Reactions and Live Chat. Not quite live, but it's a delayed reaction. So thanks all of you guys. I see a few people have been here for a little while. As I scroll up, I see a lot of names in here, a lot of chat. What is going on, everybody? Good to see all you guys. Thanks for waiting a day for us to get together and talk about this. It's still fresh in my mind. A lot of good stuff happened last night. So I'm really looking forward to this. So what's up? A few shout-outs to get this thing going. Camille Acosta, good to see you. Moody Girl, I see you. Thank you for being here. Bree, Fagiato, Flower Girl, Mandy Watts, Total Drama, The Amazing. I can't get to all the shout-outs because we're getting more and more people here earlier and earlier. Lisa GSCU, Larma Carter in the house. Rosie Duarte, thanks for making the stream. Shanny D, what's going on? And then Jewel Dill, thank you. I'm going to catch up to a lot of shout-outs. A couple things that I got to do before I forget, because you guys do know we got the Patreon site set up, and several people in stream right now are supporters of 999 Gaming there. I want to say special shout-out to Sharon Dubel, Lisa G, Diane Estes, Jewel Dill, Mike, Okeas Taylor, and Steph Richardson. So you guys see them in there. Thank you so much for all that you guys are doing. I appreciate it. A lot of extra content is going to be put up. Give me a couple more days. I'm going to be doing some more posts. So wow, look at the house filling up here quickly. All right, we got a lot of things to talk about, but I got a question. We're going to start this out with a question for everybody that's out there. I just got to know, how thirsty are you? Was that not creepy? Whoa, Rapey Davey, unbelievable. He was thirsty, actually. He was a little too thirsty. And the way that scene played out was not exactly the way I was expecting it to play out. I mean, I knew it was going to happen, but just, yeah. So, also, Moody Girl has a, I saw this. I didn't know about it, but I found out like third party. So Moody Girl set up a 999 Army fan page. So that's pretty awesome stuff too. Appreciate that. All right, you guys are awesome. A lot of compliments. I can't thank everybody enough. So cool stuff. I'm good, Jason A. I am good, man. I'm just enjoying it. I'm enjoying being here with you guys on a Monday. A lot more energy than late Sunday night. I mean, they're not monsters. But it did pretty much play out, with the exception of a few details. Got a few people that are new in chat, so and a couple people are here that have been subscribers for a long time, but they're starting to make the live streams. I appreciate that. Here's a couple things that I want to say. Number one, because a lot of people are going to come in, and they're going to pressure you to do it, so slap that damn like button right now, please. That sounded, I was like, yeah, that was intense the way I said it. So yeah, if you guys could like the video, I'd appreciate it. We get a lot of people here, and they won't watch it till they get the replay, and I want them to see something good happen. Number two, when the video goes live, if you guys could just get over there and leave some comments on it, because all these comments that are coming up right now, literally our streams have probably 2,000 comments during the stream, and what we have to do is put some of that in words, so when the video goes up, it's not completely naked. And so once the video goes live, you guys could check that out as well too. I would greatly appreciate it. So thank you. There you go. There's the peer pressure. What is up, Malat? Iron that like button. There you go. Stacks the box breaker. First thing he did when he walked in there. Awesome. Let's get it over 100 likes, and then I'll chill for a little bit, and then we'll ramp it back up when everybody else comes in. So the reaction to last night is, I guess at the end, and the spoiler helped me, but the sneak peek about 5 minutes into Badlands, which I don't watch, but I had to hang around because I'm like, there's going to be a little bit of something. But when I watched a little bit of sneak peek, there's no way Dwight's dying. I mean, they tried to make it into a little bit of a mini cliffhanger. We talked about that. It was going to fade out with, then get down on your knees, and Rick pulls out the gun. But then you see a little bit of the sneak peek, and he's just talking to Dwight, so he's not going to shoot him. And I do have, of course, Dwighty boy up on the screen there, because we're going to talk about him. I'm becoming a fan. I really am starting to like Dwight's arc. I mean, I think that he's going to be such a resource. You know that's going to end up on a t-shirt. I'm, I'm so tempted to do it. If I don't do it, somebody else will. So, probably by this week I'll have the 999 apparel and shirts and everything live for the Army. I swear I'm going to put a picture of Martina's face, a.k.a. Dirty Davey, a.k.a. Rapey Davey, and just put his mug right on his shirt and say, "Tell me how thirsty you are." It's probably going to go viral. If you get near that guy, yeah, there's going to be something viral there. That's for sure. Yeah, this was a really good. This is a really good episode. Yeah, Dwight's changing. Dwight's changing fast. Melissa Kerr. Melissa, you're Negan? Sasha was temporarily Negan. She ain't gonna be Negan for long. Deidre, did you think that came across as his get on your knees was kind of sexy to Dwight? Get on your knees. Now. Dwighty boy, it's not about us anymore. I'm interested to see how Dwight is going to respond to Rick, though. The dialogue, I think, is going to be really good. Dwight's not afraid. I mean, Dwight's been a good lieutenant for Negan, I guess if there is such a thing. He's been tortured. He's a very loyal person. Everything that he did for Sherry. And I think we learned that. And that's why I have a little bit more respect for him now. When we got a little bit of the backstory, I think the beer and the pretzels got me on Team Dwight. What's up, Sebastian? Clemson fan wants to know, how many people will the kingdom bring to Alexandria? Well, they're going to leave most of the women and children behind. However, in the kingdom, there are some women that pretty tough there, trained to fight. So, yeah, I don't know. Even if they take, 40, 50, I think they'll be in a good spot. Yeah, that's a good point. Aussie Hall, if you could actually just write all that in one sentence and not hit the return button after every letter, that would be greatly appreciated. Because I'm trying to read people's comments, so I don't want to read like a whole screen of your letter punching. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. So let me go into, I guess, a little bit of storyline number 2. To some of you guys that are new, the regular people, just bear with me for a couple seconds. This is what we do. This stream is all about all of our reactions. It's not a reaction video where I'm filming and, you get some fake alligator tears or something. Or this is real. This is our real comment, our real interaction. But it's about all of you. So that's why I'm going to read your comments. If you don't want your comments to end up in a video, do not type anything. Because if somebody says, El Kukui, if he says something, I'm liable to read it. If Steph Richardson says something, I'm going to read it. Vibe Extreme, all of you guys, if you say something, it is open season. So here we go. Tobin McLeod, will Morgan join the fight in the finale? Yes, he will. We saw a little bit of that in the sneak peek, right? Where Morgan he doesn't want to talk, he doesn't want to react, but Ezekiel is pushing some buttons there to get him on board. And Shiva, Shiva is going to get her first meal. And I'm hoping it's Jared. Camille Acosta, who do you think will die in All Out War? Oh man, that's probably not until next season, 3rd or 4th episode, so I don't know. It's too early to tell. Anything now would just be an educated guess. I mean, we'll talk about it. Who do you guys think is going to die in All Out War? I mean, it's going to be a lot. Valerie, what is up? Where have you been? Valerie Blake in the house. Do you think Eugene will stay at the Savior's place? I do. Eugene's Negan. At least for a while. So I'm not going to say that Eugene... See, here's where it gets tricky. because we're so smart, we're trying to think so far ahead. It is possible Eugene could end up reuniting with Rick's group. I just don't think it's going to happen anytime soon. I think that what's going to happen is Eugene is Negan. He is going to be a part of Negan, at least for a little bit. But if Rick beats Negan, what happens to Eugene? I mean, Eugene just wants to be protected. Let's see. Shelton Arthur kills. Who do you think is the snitch? I think it's Eric. I really, really think it's Eric. So Chase DaCosta, same question. That's my instinct. Eric wants to be with, I mean, he just wants to run away with Aaron. Doesn't matter where they are. And the fact he's getting a little bit more airtime, yeah, it's Eric. What's up, Gage? Good to see you. Lindsay Luke. And the fact that so many of us think it, I think we're right. It's too obvious it's Gregory, right? I mean, Gregory was doing his drinking, kind of, had some odds with Jesus. And now at the end of the episode, Gregory's like, hey, pack some stuff, we're going somewhere. So he's going to the sanctuary. But that doesn't mean that he told Negan anything. Steph is like, feed Eric to the tiger. Yeah, that was kind of a nice thing for Eric to say. It was weird. Like, I'm seeing Eric there with Aaron, and at first, I don't remember the exact dialogue, but he was there with him, and he said, well, instead of like serving Negan, et cetera, plus, I wanted to be out here with you. So it started out, and like, Eric's kind of abrupt there, but then he sort of turned it around and made it into a nice statement. I'm going to have to go back and rewatch it, though. But yeah, Eric's gone soon. Kills, where do you think the Oceanside ladies got the guns? That's Sin Miller. They've had them. They ran out, I think, in the one story about Oceanside. After the men were killed, they basically just ran out in the middle of the night and founded their own colony. So they took everything they could. So I think it was just stuff that they had hidden whenever they had their community and all the men died and Negan's group didn't find all the guns. Plus, it's not always customary for Negan. I mean, in the past, they may not have taken all the guns. I mean, they did allow some of the weapons, and then when stuff starts going a little crazy, I mean, Rick's group was initially allowed to have guns. Ezekiel's group was allowed to have guns, and they started taking them. They're beefing up because they see everything unraveling. And, people need guns to protect themselves, and they also needed guns to hunt and do those types of things. But now, when the retaliation starts, Negan's taking all that stuff back. So back when that happened, they may not even seen it as a threat because they didn't think the women were going to fight back. Northside Queen, what is up? Tyler Johnson kills. Will the group ask Dwight for the vest back? Dwight's going to give the vest back. It's going to be one of those real, climactic moments where Daryl wants to kill him, or at least fight him. Rick's not going to kill him. Rick might put the gun to him, and I think Rosita's going to interfere in that. Stacks, hey Kills, any surprise old character is going to pop up in the finale? I mean, I don't think like Heath or anything along those lines. I think it'll just be more the flashback scene. Like the real actors will. What's up, Kelly G? Jill McGuire, thanks for being here. So, who we got? Weird Walking Dead theories. Kills, any thoughts on the finale? Just a few, but we'll have our Wednesday Walker chat, and we're going to get into a lot of the finale on Wednesday. We'll talk about some exact spoilers. Here we're going to do a little bit of recap and a little bit of speculation. Hey, Anthony, I'm glad you like chocolate pudding. That is pretty awesome, but I'm going to give you about 6 minutes of time out so you can go enjoy your chocolate pudding somewhere besides our stream. Hey, Kills, there's some talk of a foiled lineup in the finale. Any truth to that? There's been talk of that for a while, that there would be a lineup. So, you know, the thing with Sasha, how that's going to go down is going to be very, very interesting, because even in the sneak peek last night, you know, or the scenes from next week, she was alive a little bit longer than I thought she was going to be alive. What's tricky is, because Negan paid her a visit, is Eugene gave her the pills and the plastic. Now, I got to imagine they somewhat searched her when they tied her up. And I'm going to get back to my thought here in a second. Because if you guys don't know what Super Chat is, the boogeyman, El Kukui, just you can use the $ down below. And when that happens, it freezes my screen. So I'm going to stop whatever's going on. And we're actually going to talk about that, because that's actually a monetary donation. So thank you, first of all, for the donation. Second of all, it shows up really, really big, and we'll stop and talk about it. So his comment is, Kills, when everything hits the fan, who do you think Cal and the other Hilltop guards will be loyal to, Jesus or Gregory? Well, they're already more loyal to Jesus and also Maggie. And hopefully you caught that in the episode last night. There were two major lies that Gregory told. I don't remember the first one, but the second one was when Maggie said that's the first time he's ever killed a walker, and he said, "Oh, you know, he told us he'd killed more when the guys were walking by." So Gregory's starting to get caught in his own lies, and I think they're going to be loyal to Jesus and also to Maggie. So thank you for that, and what we'll do with that as well, since he did ask the question, you guys answer the same question. Who do you think that the guards in Hilltop are going to be loyal to? Exactly. They are seeing the real Gregory. Kel says, smile. How are you? Jesus and Maggie. I agree with that. Hydrostar, will Carol have a big purpose in the finale? I don't have all the details. We'll talk about that on Wednesday, but I think there's going to be some killing. I don't think it's just going to be a trip up to Alexandria. So Michael Ross, thank you for that super chat donation as well. And see, it'll stop there, but if Michael were to ask a question, I would answer his question. But thank you. Appreciate that. So, Michael, I owe you a question. So, if you want to hit me up with one, then let me know. So, we've heard that this episode is going to be a very bloody episode. There's going to be a lot of death. But just because that happens doesn't mean it's going to be major characters. And I think that's usually the expectation. So, when Nicotero or someone comes out and says, oh, it's going to be gory, it's going to be a lot of death, think that it could be some random people along the way. Could be Shiva. I think that Ezekiel's group is going to run into a group of saviors. And that's going to be a lot of the gore that we see. But I also think that episode 16 is way too early for everybody to be in Alexandria and for the war just to start going down. I would be shocked if there was there can't be another lineup. There's no way Rick is going to let that happen. So I think we can squash that. I mean, think, how would it even play out? Morgan ain't going to let it happen. So if Negan runs across some of Ezekiel's men, there's no lineup there. If they get to Alexandria, Rick's fighting this time. I don't think Negan's going to step foot in Alexandria again without a fight going down. All right. My screen just froze up again. This is Mogar the Champion. Hopefully I said that right. So we're going to talk about, and I'm going to ask this to everybody too. Mogar the Champion, thank you. That's another super chat coming in. What is your opinion on Jadis? I personally do not believe she'll remain allies with Rick forever. We have touched on this a little bit. I'm going to ask a little bit of help from the group here too. I think you're right. I think, but keep in mind, Rick's intentions are not totally pure either. Rick basically is using all of the scavengers for meat shields. He's going to give them guns and basically say, here you go. You guys die before we die. We're going to give you some guns to defend yourself. But Rick is, as much as I like Rick, there's some selfish motivation as a leader for that to happen. So I can understand the psychology of Jadis. Jadis may be a little bit like Eugene. Well, not like Eugene. She's not a coward. But I think that she's going to lose some people. I think there's going to be some animosity, that she's going to have some resentment toward Rick. And I would not be surprised if some of the scavengers become the Whisperers, or I wouldn't be surprised if some of the women from Oceanside became part of the Whisperers, or if there's a bigger group to it. So let's say that Jadis is somewhat loyal to Rick. She's going to lose a lot of people, and once she loses a lot of people, they're probably going to look for other groups to bond with. And I'll throw that out there to you guys. Do you think that you guys think that Jadis? Thank you for the question. Thank you for the donation. Do you think that Jadis could become the Whispers? Thoughts and comments. Part of the logic behind that as well is they already speak kind of a different language. So maybe it'll go to Whispers. Shani, I'm torn on that. So Shani says Jadis is not an ally. I think she will be initially. Because I think Rick is too smart at this point just to kind of trust people and give them a whole bunch of guns. Yeah, and then maybe Jadis witnesses all this death, and then, she loses it. They do something a little bit different. I did, Ender Universe. I was whispering. James Evans, is it confirmed that Eric is the little birdie? It's not confirmed. It's strongly thought. Hazardex, will Rick give away Oceanside guns before the Kingdom comes along? Well, the Kingdom has their own weapons. I mean, I'm sure they're pretty well stocked as well. Guys and ladies, keep in mind here that it doesn't always follow the comic book, and I think that's where we trap ourselves sometimes, because they give us enough of the comic book that they lean us in that direction. And now granted, you guys know I'm not far enough in the comic book to really understand the Whispers and all those things. However, it doesn't have to be the way it is that way. I mean, they could totally flip it and switch it and use a group there. I don't think the Scavengers were in the comic book either, right? So I mean, there are definitely some changes. If we're going to have to do one or the other, you can't do one and say they can't do it on the TV show because they were like this in the comic, and not go back and say, well, they did it on the TV show, but that group was never in the comics. I mean, it's not ever going to be apples for apples. Lisa, who's Shannon? That's they weren't a one-hit wonder. I know one song is Let the Music Play. There's a couple songs, actually. Sun Tzu, you never know. Writers are goofy. That doesn't sound like a profound statement from like The Art of War. I was expecting you to kind of throw a little curve and make it more like a prophecy. We need to rephrase that question. I agree, and I'm glad they mix it up to a certain degree. And we know Michonne has got that Andrea sniping skill, and Carol sort of took a little bit of Michonne's story from the comic, where Carol was friendly, at least with Ezekiel. So a lot of differences there. Clemson fan says, how do you think Rick and King Ezekiel will get along? Oh, I think they're going to get along great. Absolutely great. There's just some really interesting dynamics here. All right, so one thing that we do like to do in the streams is put yourself in the position of that person. And I'm going to get to that in 1 second with Jadis, because I'm on the fence with it. So right now we've got Rick and his group looking for people, looking for guns. We got Ezekiel is finally on board. It took Benjamin dying in order to get Ezekiel on board. We've got a couple of defectors that are going to leave Oceanside. Cindy and a couple others are going to leave Oceanside and help them out. So it is spread out. But I agree, the Scavengers are the wild card. First of all, there's over 100 Scavengers. Rick didn't bring them enough guns. So take all the awkwardness and everything out of it right now. All of you in this chat right now, a couple hundred people, and actually the people that are here now, if you guys hadn't hit the like button, can you drag the mouse up, hit the like button before we get into this point? Thank you. I want to kick this up over 150 likes really, really quickly. All right, with that being said, all of you right now are Jadis. We're going to chop your hair, and you are leading a group of renegades. You've always been neutral. You scavenge. You do those things. But you're running the show here. You steal a little bit of stuff here and there. Rick walks up and basically says, we need your help fighting somebody. And I think Rick's dialogue to you, Jadis, is that, can we win? Oh yeah, we're going to win. So Rick's lowballing it. So we tend to put ourselves in Rick's character and in that Alexandria group always. We don't sympathize with Negan's group very often. We don't sympathize with Jadis's group very often. But as a leader of that group, this guy brings you some guns, and now you got to negotiate. There's twice as many of us. We need twice as many guns. So now all of a sudden, Rick comes back. He's going to give you the guns. Need to be able to work. Now, if Jadis takes off and they leave with the guns, that's one thing. But this is their home. Rick knows where they're at. I mean, this is sort of what they built. This is their own sanctuary. What I think the turning point is going to be is when these scavengers start dying. Now, as a leader, all of you Jadis, you see these people, as awkward as they are, they still look up to you. And now you're going to have some animosity. And Michael Ross, again, all right, Michael, yes, we're going to get to your question in 1 second. So I owe Michael a question. I'm going to get to that because my screen just froze. So if you were Jadis and you just watched some of your people get slaughtered, by Negan, you're going to have some animosity toward Rick because you're going to go back to Rick and say, wait a minute, you did not prepare us for this. You told us we could win. We thought we were just going to go in and roll right over them. But when you start losing your people, I do think there's going to be a subplot to that later on. I don't think Jadis is going to betray Rick and side with Negan. I think Jadis is going to become her own entity at some point. So, we'll get thoughts on that. Michael Ross, thank you again. Will the spoiled pig meat subplot be addressed? That was such a weird thing. I don't think it will be. I don't think it is to a point where I think they're too far into it. I wanted it to be addressed before, but I think they just got in a little bit over their head. That storyline, I think, was more to the point of showing the audience that Richard despised the Saviors, not that they were going to go back and get food poisoning or get really sick with it. Because if it would have happened, I think it would have happened before now. I think we're too far deep in the plot that next week Negan's going to come out eating like a bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich and like, oh God, I don't feel so well. But it's a good question, but it is, yeah, I think that one's over. There are. Yeah, here's one of the things that I'll say as well too, and I'm not, there's some kids in here, and I know sometimes there's going to be some grown-up conversation, and most of the viewers are of a certain age. But my thought with this is, you can probably ask a question without having to. If you drop something on your foot, you have a right to say, oh, whatever. When you're typing something, you have a little bit more time to think it out. So keep it fairly clean, if you guys could. I know it's easier when you type it. But I'll probably see your question a little bit more. I mean, now if you're typing and you drop something on your foot, then I guess, you can probably type whatever you want. And I completely missed the interaction there. Alex Santos, Kills, were you happy when Davey died? I was. Yeah, I'm happy that we're starting to mow some of those people down. Absolutely. Weird Walking Dead theories. What's Maggie going to do with no doctor? Well, we don't have to address that for a little while. She's still kind of slim. Ian, MCUK. That is, we think the snitch is Eric. Hey, we'll do, Josh. All right, there's some more questions up there. Stacks, hey Kills, do you think Maggie will die when she gives birth? No, I don't think so. Kelly F says, when Davey died, I thought about this group and the cheering that was probably happening. Yeah, but it was an interesting dilemma where you didn't know Sasha's got the knife, Sasha's going to wait, she's going to let Davey bite her. But we knew that wasn't going to happen. Hey, I think the guy did a good job, though. He was so creepy. I mean, some of the people that we hate the most, you probably have to look at their role and say, they did a heck of a job acting to make me hate them that much. Let's see. DJ Knight, kills. When do you think Maggie becomes leader? No, I think Maggie's going to become leader at the beginning of next season. We're so close to it happening already. Lindsay Luke says, hey, kills, do you think that Ezekiel and the Kingdomers meet the Savior's book? Yes, I do. I think that's going to be some of that carnage that's going to happen. Is there's going to be a lot of death. I think that's what's going to... My kind of theory on this is they're not going to run into Rick's group. Kills was the... Tyler Johnson says Kills was Jeffrey Dean Morgan the perfect person. Yeah, I think he's done a great job. He's going to be easier for us to accept him later on, just because of his character. I mean, we still hate him for everything that happened with Abraham and Glenn, but at some point, because he has so much charisma, I think we'll ease it back. Dwight was a little bit easier to accept. Negan's going to take a little bit more work. And just a thought. These are theories. These are not confirmed spoilers. What is up, my man? That is actually Matasuka Gaming. That's my boy. So keep up the vids and live chats. Great content. Love and support. So that's one of my fellow gamers. And if you guys play Walking Dead Road to Survival, I did a mini boycott on pack opening. Just every once in a while, me and the game maker kind of have odds. And I actually did a song about them a couple of days ago. Really silly, goofy stuff. But if you guys want to see some pack openings, want to see some gameplay, get over to Matasuka Gaming and check him out. Good dude. Thank you once again. Appreciate you being part of the stream, and definitely appreciate that. Some of the guys in chat I know are Walking Dead Road to Survival fans, and watch some of the other guys that play the game. There you go. See, Shanny D is like, hey, I know who that is. Sebastian's like, Matasuka wastes too much money. Well, hey, it's for a good cause. I can guarantee you that. You guys will see some really neat stuff later on in the year with the live streams. And one of the things that I've transitioned a little bit is, you know, a lot of people were doing the 5-minute videos, and let me preface this by I'm not hating on anybody, because I'm doing some too. If I see like something that I just want to get out there for all of you guys and say, here's a quick theory, you know, this is the thought process. But I've really eased back on, you know, like 10 videos a week of will such and such do this, you know, will Carl stub his toe, is somebody looking over to the right, and I've transitioned a little bit more toward the live streams. So, because I think that's a natural element that we want to get into with more of the, whether it's random things or whether it's, hey, this is what we're doing today or this is what we're going to talk about. I want this channel to develop a little bit beyond Walking Dead. I love the Walking Dead chat. That's not going to go away. But one of the things, and you guys probably saw that with the Super Chat and some of the Patreon sites, is I'm going to do some charitable work a little bit later on. And it may be boring for some people, but it's just a way to give back, and I'm gonna vlog it. So that's gonna happen probably during the summer, just so you guys know. There is a method to what we're doing here. But the next question is, I'm not gonna stop playing games. I'm not gonna stop doing the other stuff that we do. But you know, we are gonna branch out a little bit more. Mogar the Champion, does anyone play No Man's Land? If so, do you have a clan? Well, I play it. Now, I don't play it as often as I did, but several people do play it. So we're all about some good stuff here. So thank you, Sebastian. And as I said before, I'm not hating on anybody. Everybody's got their own style of doing videos, and I'm not asking people to compare this person or that person. Everybody works hard at what they do. But this is what I enjoy more than anything. I enjoy your thoughts and your comments, because this is what makes me want to do live streams. You better believe it, Bree. There is a method to it. So thanks, Fonda. Appreciate that. Hey, Ray, kill scare. What? How do I scare you? Deidre Perkins, their takeover of Oceanside was horrible. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Rick thought it was better not to leave any guns behind because of the way the way it went down. You know, one gun might be too much. And I'm not sure how I feel about Terrell. If Tara and Daryl get together, it'd be Terrell. Watch, it's going to be hashtag. Anytime I do that, it becomes like a saying here. I'm not sure how I feel about Tara's continued reaction to Rachel. But Rachel is definitely she's definitely mature for her age. Who knows? Maybe Rachel and Judith will grow up and be the leaders. Hey, what's going on? So we're going to run this probably, got a little bit more time, so we'll get to some more questions, some more comments, and some more announcements as we crank along. Hey, thank you, Valerie. And I saw your message on Kick, so I'll hit you back on Kick in a little bit. I just didn't get a chance to respond. I got a lot of social media catching up to do. But appreciate you being back. Glad everything's worked itself out, and hope we'll get you some more live streams. Nikki S. says, do you think there will be a Sasha and Dwight exchange? No. I'm surprised that Sasha got as much airtime in a sneak peek as she did. I really thought that Negan was going to come back and, you know, she was already going to be turned. I mean, that was my thought. But I guess with the, I was mentioning this a little bit earlier. I think it was right before somebody did a super chat. If Sasha's dead and they see the plastic and the pills, then Negan's going to know it was Eugene. So maybe because she was searched when she first got there, that Negan will actually take her prisoner. And this is all speculation. This is not spoiler. Take her prisoner. She'll have a little bit more time to think about it. She's going to pop one of these pills. Or maybe she's going to pop the pill while the bag's over her head. And Negan's going to think she's alive. Maybe she'll trick Negan. And I think they're going to be on their way to see Rick's group. And they're going to run into Ezekiel and company. And hold on. I just got a... Alright, I have got... I can't give it to you guys right now. Everybody's going to be pissed off. So I've got complete spoilers for episode 16. And I was just going through a little bit of it. Yeah, this is going to be... Wow. And you know what? This is going to be a cliffhanger because I'm not going to give it to you. Wednesday night, this is what I'm going to tell all of you. You need to show up for Wednesday Walkers on Wednesday night because, oh my goodness. Yeah, we got some stuff here. Let's see if I can give you like a little mini spoiler. Hold on. Nope, can't give you that. All right, yeah, I'm sorry. No, I got to go through a lot of it. It is a lot of information. So if I do that, I'm going to have to read through it, and the stream's going to be put on hold for about 5 minutes. So no spoilers tonight. It's going to be killing you. Trust me, it's good information. We'll roll it around a little bit, and I got to figure out how I'm going to present this to you guys on Wednesday. So let's get back. There are some people that are here, and let me be respectful to to a lot of people who are in chat right now. There's probably a good 20 or 30 people here that are here for the recap of what we saw. The Wednesday is mainly about spoilers, so I don't want to have half the people that showed up and are supporting and doing everything that we. You guys can wait 2 days, trust me. But there's a lot of people here that just want to talk about what they think is going to happen. And I just saw like 2 or 3 things. But, and no, look, I'm not, you guys know me. I am not the kind of person that is going to, no, they'll know who I'm talking about. I'm not going to act like I got an email from AMC and start, you know, getting real emotional with you guys and say, I know who dies in the finale. So there will be a flashback scene, so that I know. And we've talked about that. So that is confirmed. There will be some flashback. Let me leave it at that. I shouldn't have even read it. I mean, I just got the stuff literally while I'm doing the stream. So that's my fault. All right, let's get to some more questions that are not what happens next week, because I don't want to read all of it right now. I want it to be a little bit of speculation. But trust me, you guys that are here every Wednesday, you know we go almost line for line. These spoilers are accurate. They're to the point, and that way some of the people in chat right now might not want to show up because they might not want to be spoiled. They'll watch it. But that's what we do Wednesday night for, and that's what we also do Sunday for. Not the recap, not the reaction. So. Live stream is Wednesday night at 9 o'clock. I'm still here. All right, I'm going to give you some Dwight information. Hold on 1 second, everybody. That's all I'm going to give you, though. Okay. Rick is not going to kill Dwight. All right, here we go. Spoiler alert. If a couple people, look, I'm not going to tell you everything that's going to happen, but I feel a little bit obligated to at least tell you something. I won't give you the whole episode, so if you guys don't like spoilers, go ahead and step out the last couple minutes. I'm not going to ruin the whole show for you. I'm just going to give you a little bit of the Dwight and Daryl, and that's it. Nothing additional. I got to prepare some stuff before Wednesday night. So let me do this. We got 150 or so people here kind of in and out. If you guys want the Dwight and Daryl spoiler, type a 999 in chat right now. I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. All right. Okay, everybody's like, do it. So we will get Dwight and Daryl back. Evidently, Dwight has a plan. Dwight tells Rick that, I'm going to give you guys a quote here. Dwight tells Rick, Negan's coming soon tomorrow, 3 trucks. 20 saviors in him. I can slow him down. Bring down some trees in the road. Buy a little bit of time for you guys to get ready. Dwight says, if you can take them out, that's where we start. You kill them. I'll radio back to the sanctuary. Rick doesn't know that the sanctuary is called the sanctuary, and they clarify this is where they live. That's what they call it. I can radio back to them that everything's okay. You drive the trucks back. So that makes perfect sense to me. So it looks like what is going to happen is that's going to slow us down so we don't go into all-out war. Now, I don't know if that is going to mean that Ezekiel is going to cut them off, or kind of what I talked about. I have more data that I have to go through, but Dwight will actually become a resource for Rick. Dwight is part of the plan to slow them down, which will basically let all-out war start probably like we talked about in episode 3 or 4 of next week, because they're on their way to Alexandria, but they do get diverted. And I think that'll also prove the loyalty that Dwight has, that he wants Negan dead. Because Rick asked him in this conversation, he says, well, why don't you just kill him? And he says, I can't because they're all Negan. So that is a little bit of a minor spoiler. So Dwight won't die. Dwight will become a partner, and I think that's where you're going to get some of the bloodshed. Now, I don't know who's going to die along the way. So, well, I do know. Well, I have it, but I don't know yet. How about that? So hopefully that satisfied everybody. You know, I didn't give you all the information, but at the same time, I just don't want to put everything under lock and key. All right. Yeah, because next week I think a lot of people are expecting all-out war, and it just can't happen that fast. So what's been kind of going in my mind with, all right, well, you know, Negan was prepared to take Sasha and go back. You know, he basically said something's going down tomorrow, and now we know that that's going to be stalled. So where I was trying to piece it all together was what was going to happen to stall all-out war from happening, and this makes perfect sense. Dwight creates a distraction and diversion. He knows when they're coming. He knows the route that they're coming, and then Dwight can still play the good guy. John, hey Kills, why did they use the explosives at Oceanside? I think they got exactly what they wanted. They wanted to split them up. They didn't want them to be over at their, they wanted to get them away from the artillery. So the first thing they were going to do is go get their guns. Yeah, All Out War is not going to be a one-episode thing. I mean, All Out War is going to be a lot of stuff that's going on. And the reason Dwight says this to Rick is he said, I want to give you time to prepare. So if he knows that Negan's just going to come and ambush him because his little birdie told him, now that's also where we might get the dialogue with Aaron and Eric. So I could see, and this may be included in my notes. I have not went through any more of the notes, so don't ask me for any more information. That's all I read. Trust me. I will read it once this stream is over, so I'll know everything in about 30 minutes. But I'm going to speculate that we'll probably get some scene between Eric and Aaron that maybe Eric's like looking at the clock, or he knows Negan's coming, and then we'll find out that dialogue as well. So let me know what you guys think about that. I still think Eric is the little birdie. And there we go. Northside Queen says, Ezekiel's trying to talk some sense into Morgan, but Morgan has reverted back to his... Yes, he has. But he's kind of popping in and out of it. And although he didn't really respond to Ezekiel, he did give him that kind of look of assurance. And I would not be surprised if Morgan is suicidal, if he's on the short list. I could definitely see an ambush happen with Ezekiel and Shiva and Morgan going down. If Morgan died, that would really, I think that's going to push Carol in a whole different way as well. We're going to create some Eric haters here. All right, we've got about 3 more minutes, so if you guys got some comments, some questions, anything, leave it. We'll get to them as quick as possible. As you know, the last couple minutes here, we're going to go through really, really fast. Also, Cornelius, I am not the little birdie. I would not tell Negan anything. If you guys have not slapped the like button, just do me a favor, hit that like button. And once this video goes live, once we end the stream, about 15 minutes after we end it, get over there, watch a little bit of the playback. Good interaction, good questions. Appreciate everything that you guys do, but also leave some comments over there as well, too. So Trace Moreno says, hey, Kills, do you think Sasha was asking for a gun or knife or glass from Eugene to kill. It's a good question. I thought the same thing as you. The way she kept sort of saying, just a gun, a knife, just anything to end it. And I did see that kind of grimace on her face. I do think that she wanted one more chance to kind of kill Negan, and she was a little disappointed by the pills, which is why she probably didn't take them right away. She's still thinking it over, looking for one more chance to take him down before she kills herself. So Bree says Sasha called Rick. Well, that was totally intentional. There was nothing up with it. She's like, Negan says to Sasha, "Did Rick send you?" And he did his typical thing, like, "I'm going to ask this once, and I need you to be completely honest. Did Rick send you? You little bitch." No, I think that was so. Don't block me. My mods are going to block me for reading the dialogue. No, it was totally to divert Negan away from Rick. And there is also the okayest Taylor. How you doing, Taylor? That is one of my supporters. You guys hopefully have seen the sponsor. And get over and check out some of her videos as well, too. She does movie commentary, also does some Walking Dead live streams and commentary as well, too. So she said, exactly. She didn't approve the choice to appeal to Negan. See, we think alike, Taylor. Oh, people are going to be asking for a collaboration. Killshot and the okayest Taylor. Dueling banjos, Walking Dead theories. So, hey, thanks so much, Matasuka Gaming. Once again, you guys get over and check out some of his gameplay as well. Appreciate that. I'm going to be doing collabs with everybody. It's going to be me, Matasuka, okayest Taylor, whatever. We're just all going to kind of give our own theories. But it's an awesome, awesome community, and thank you guys for being a part of it. All right, I got time for 2 more questions. So let's get them going. 2 really good questions, and then we're going to take a... You know what? Before we get to those 2 questions, hold your thought, because I haven't done my survey for everybody at this point. So everybody in chat right now, I did this a couple weeks ago, and we need to take the pulse one more time. Trust Dwight or don't trust Dwight? Are you guys willing to forgive him and take him? Does Rick need him at this point, or are we better off without Dwight? Now, from this point, I want you to be in the perspective of the Alexandrians. You're Daryl, you're Rick, you're Michonne, you're one of the group. He did kill Denise, and I don't know if Tara is going to be a big fan of that. Rosita is going to be the bridge to sort of help everybody accept Dwight, in my opinion, because she's a wild card, and she needs somebody to lean on as well. I'm accepting Dwight. I'm bringing him in. I think he's a resource, but let me know what you guys think. I got trust Dwight, trust Dwight. A lot of people are trusting him. See, I'm liking this. I love this because you guys know my thoughts on this. As people say, who's your favorite character? I don't have a favorite, but Dwight's storyline and Rosita, and I'm so glad the 2 of them are sort of getting it worked out. All right, awesome, man. Oh, somebody's like, don't trust him. Kel says, Smile says, trust and forgive. It's a zombie apocalypse. He has been doing everything for Cher. We got to give Dwight one more break. Wildfire says, don't trust him. Okay, Taylor says, trust him. He lost everything. I agree with you 100%. He lost, and he was doing what he thought was taking care of his family. Nikki Stick says, be wary, but trust him. It's good feedback. Trust with caution. Joshua, there you go. Trust Dwight. I'm not getting political. Sorry, everybody. I steer clear of politics because anytime you talk politics, you will split your audience in half, and I'm not here to split. I want to bring a forum together, not split anybody up. All right. Keep him away from the beer and pretzels, though. Good job, Alex. I like that comment. Oh, no. Steph Richardson says, Dwight ironed out his trust issues. Oh, really? That's an amazing comment. All right, everything is ironed out. And Dwighty boy needs a break. He does. He had insomnia, was never sleeping, was doing everything he could, thought he'd have a shot to get Sherry back, and now he doesn't. And, all right, one more question. Stacks the Box Breaker says, Kills, who's going to take the first shot to start the war? Leave your comments below. I'm going to give you guys 10 seconds, and then I'm going to say my comment. If I say it, some people are going to immediately say it, because I think it's just the thought process. You hear something and then automatically. Type in chat right now, who's going to fire the first shot to start the war? My prediction in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It's going to be Michonne. Michonne is going to be sniping from the top. But that's not going to happen for another few episodes. So yeah, I'm going to say Michonne. Carl. Oh, okay. We got some Carl. We got some Rick. Me. Rosita. A lot of people saying Rick. Wow, nobody. Oh, there we go. Shanny D says Michonne. All right, we got a couple people saying Michonne. She has to. She's doing all the sniper practice. There's a point to all of this. You know, she was firing at the deer and then firing at Oceanside. All right, awesome, awesome stuff. So let me thank all of you guys for being here. This is the Monday recap edition. Now remember, we're going to do a Monday edition next week as well too, and then after that we're going to start doing random things. Stay tuned. Wednesday night I will have complete spoilers, so you guys get over here and we'll have a lot of fun with it. It's really, really growing. So thanks to everything. Everybody's here in the chat right now. Also, don't forget, Sunday morning we do Chill with Kills live stream. We also do Sunday spoilers. We might even do something after the season finale. I might actually do a recap after Talking Dead next week, even though it's going to be late, and do another one on Monday night, because I think it's going to be pretty emotional. Yeah, let's kind of tentatively plan on that. Thanks once again. As you guys know from these videos, I'm going to, I got to do a lot of shout outs. So everybody in chat right now, just say, give me a shout out, do all of that stuff. Whether it's a popsicle shout out, anything along those lines, I just want to say thank you. When this channel grows to like 250,000 people, I don't know how in the world I'm going to keep doing these shout outs, but we're going to find a way to do it. I think Shiva's going to eat Heavy Metal Guy Nikki. Just saying. All right. Eric Calburn, thanks for being here. Ian, Maboon, Alicia Preston, thanks for being here. I have not seen you, Alicia, so you might be a new person here. I try to recognize everybody. Joan Hernandez, thank you, Kelly G. Shanny D, no pole dancing tonight. Maybe Sunday morning. Denise Hopkins, thank you. John, Cornelius Jones, and Little Tiger, what's up to you? Tyler Johnson, Ender Universe, Clemson Fan 96, Nikki Stick, Sharon Jackson. You guys just look at the screen. This is amazing. This is our group right here. This is what you guys are building. This is what you guys are a part of. So thank you so much. And I know I'm going to miss several people. Don't hate me if I miss the people. Get over to the video and I'll make it up. Michelle M., Jill McGuire, Smallville Boyd, the OKest Taylor, thank you again. Adara So Fly, Steph Richardson, Lindsay Luke, Gamer of Legion Clan, Colton B., what's up? Fagiato, Crystal Thomas, I see you. You snuck in there. Amina Harlick, good to see you. Sheldon Arthur, DDA Ohio, Weird Walking Dead Theories, Tommy McCandless, Lucille and that like button. Who else? Angela G. Hey, Angela, what's up? I saw you sneak in there. Israel Marion, Eric Frederick, Alexandria Bates, Lisa G. 999, Army, what is up? James Evans. Got Nikki Sticks and Nikki S. No relation. Emmy Bacon. And Seth Morgan. No. Put those pills away. Who else we got? Fluffy7, Vonda Martin. Hey, Vonda, send me a message. Let me know how the Robert Kirkman thing went. El Kukui, thank you. To all the Sin Miller, to all the people that donated in Super Chat, I really appreciate it. You guys mean just a world to me, and glad I got a chance to answer your comments, and we have a little open forum discussion. Also, Diane Estes, and all the people who are supporting 999 Gaming on the Patreon site. Thank you guys for that as well, too. So I'll get some more videos, some more exclusive stuff up for you guys. I've been talking for 1 hour and 5 minutes, and I'm talking really, really fast right now. So hold on a second. Let me get caught up. Red Poncho Man. Who else we got? Betty Boop, 9598. John O2 SI. And Sin Miller, Demonic Gaming, Howard Jones, Trevor Grimm, Carmen Trance, Stacks the Box Breaker, Beatboxer, Randall Roundtree, Connor Lewis, and the list goes on and on. I think that's all I got, everybody. Flower Girl, I see you there. And you know what, Kel? I don't think I can. I don't think I can do it. I did. One of my subs said to check out Aqua Lung, and that reminded him of Negan. So I did actually go back and it's kind of a creepy song. So thank you guys. I'll come up with something by Wednesday night. I'm a little bit drained at this point, so I got to roll out. Thanks once again. Talk to you guys all soon. Peace.